Good morning. This is Margaret Fetty at the University of Sewing at the Tailor Fit, and it's Facebook Live, and we're back. And it's 2022. So I am very happy to see you guys. I can't see you. I wish I could see you. You should send me pictures of yourselves. I haven't even thought about that. I really want to see all of you. You guys are always so wonderful to us, and we really appreciate it. So today we have a really nice little giveaway, and I am going to show you. This is Villas at Dawn. It's a beautiful McKenna Ryan applique project. It's a pattern, and look how pretty this is. Now I'm going to tell you, I have two of them. One I'm going to give away today to those of you who share, to one of you who shares our videos. You know how we do this. It's kind of a we put everybody's name in a hat and we pull one out and you win it. So this is going to be a prize for one of you. But we have another one on our clearance section, and you can go ahead and pick that up for a wonderfully discounted price. So it is 30% off of whatever $19 would be normally. This is normally a $19 pattern. But we've got some clearance stuff to talk about. And there is a ton of stuff for clearance right now. The thing about this is that Bernina's got these rules. I can tell you about some of it because I just can, but some of it I can't. So if you go to, are you getting our emails? Because if you're getting our emails, you'll see that I've got several things on the emails that we can tell you about price-wise. But some of them you have to come in the store because I can't legally advertise them. So you're probably, it's 5 degrees outside. I know, go outside, warm up the car for a half an hour, then get into it and come and see me. So we have these really wonderful deals. We've got them on the Bernettes. We've got them on the Berninas. We bought a lot for Christmas thinking that, supply chain issues were people needing machines for Christmas presents, and I didn't sell as many as I'd hoped. So right now I've got great deals on all of our Bernina products, all of our sewing machines, all of our Bernette sewing machines. And the other thing we've got some really good deals on are our cabinets, especially those of you who have an L8 serger. We've got some really good deals for you on cabinets. So think about that. If you want to come in, I have a feeling I can twist Dave's arm and do free delivery within 60 miles. So that's just something that we try to offer you most of the time. So let's talk about some of the stuff going on. Dave, why don't you shoot this wonderful group of stuff right here? We've got a ton of fabrics, and now this is just a little bit of it. I couldn't put all the stuff on one table, but we've got some beautiful clothing fabrics here and some canvas, and we've got all these patterns, and we've even got some kits that are on our clearance sale. So I want to make sure you guys know about those. And another thing that Dave needs to do is make sure you look at all these machines and everything. We've got everything in stock. The only two machines we don't have in stock right at the moment is we do not have the 770 pluses. And I mean, we've sold out of the ones we've had, and we've got several of them on order for customers. They're on back order right now. I'm hoping we're going to see some by February. That's the latest we've heard from Bernina, is those of you who have ordered 770 pluses, we're looking at February. So that's kind of the deal right there. So if you are trying, you've got this machine, it's giving you troubles. One of the biggest things I've seen over the years has been a person who has a machine that they fight with all the time. They either end up doing one of two things. They either end up, just looking at sewing as kind of drudgery, or what happens to them is they stop sewing. And you know what? Don't get yourself in that place. Come in and see us. We've got some really good deals right now. We've got machines that we can put you in for really great prices. I'm doing trade-ins. Get rid of that thing that's giving you troubles, and let's get you into something that is going to be a much better machine for you. Also, I picked up this piece of paper because I wanted to tell you about some wonderful sewing classes that are coming up. And we're doing a lot of sewing machine classes for Bernina stuff. So, for example, next week we are doing an embroidery mastery class for those of you who have Bernina Bernina embroidery machines. So, if you own a Bernina and you have embroidery and you haven't really done anything with it yet, now is the time to go ahead and come in. This is going to be next Tuesday at 5 p.m. You can come and do that. Next week, we are going to be back on track with Granny Sampler Sew Along, so we'll have a video for you. So if you haven't signed up for our emails, go to our website, and that's universityofsewing.com, and sign up for our emails. It's at the bottom of the page. It's super easy to find. It's super easy to fill out. Get on our email list. Okay, so next week we are also starting our Bernina Mastery class on your feet. It is the first one of 8. There's going to be 8 of these classes, and that is going to be at 10:30 in the morning on Thursday. Sign up for this. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to try recording that and see how that comes out, if it's something we can offer you virtually. But I've got some other ideas going on right now about all the different things I want to do video-wise, but I just need a few more hours in the day. I'm trying. I really am. I'm trying. Okay, so next Saturday, we have a cosplay class. Even if it's not your thing, do you know a young person who's starting to sew? Maybe they would love to come to a cosplay class. So we're starting that. We're going to see how that goes. If that class goes and people are interested, we will offer more of them. We've got a wonderful instructor. She taught for, oh my gosh, I forget how many years. I want to say 30 years at a college. And she taught things like cosplay and all kinds of wonderful courses and all kinds of things making clothing. And so Doris just joined our team, and so we're really excited to have her, and I hope you guys will support her classes that are coming up. This is one of them. The following week, starting on the week of the 17th, we've got a Garment Academy class. That's going to be on a Tuesday evening. So that's going to be really fun. If you are interested in clothes, you haven't really done much with clothing, this is going to be a great class to get started. Then we've got our Bernina Mastery Foot Mastery class. We've got another one of those. But this is going to be on the overlockers. So this is for your 450, your 460, your L8 50, your L860, your L890. If you are interested in the feet that come with them and how it can make your life so much easier, you are going to really enjoy that. And that's next Thursday during the day, or no, I'm sorry, the 20th during the day. Then we've got software inspirations happening. Now, software inspirations are for those of you who are interested in the V9 software that Bernina's offering. Now, this class is really special. By the way, just so that you know, the embroidery mastery class that I mentioned and this particular class that I'm mentioning, that the only thing for Bernina embroidery mastery class and our black bobbin class that's coming up, the only thing you have to pay for is a kit. So you're not going to have to pay a whole bunch of money to go to these classes, but we have to pay for our supplies. So you have to pay for a kit for supplies. But the software inspiration class, because there's not really any supplies needed for that, that class is free. So if you're thinking about buying the V9 software, you've bought the V9 software, or even if you have the V8 software or one of the previous versions and you're thinking about upgrading to the V9, You should come to this class, because what's going to happen is Alice is going to introduce the video that Bernina has put together for this. We've got a lecture video from Bernina, and then you're going to get to talk about it afterwards, and she's going to help you with any questions or any information you need. This is going to be 10:30 on Saturday the 22nd. If you want to come to that, I know I said it's free, but you do have to sign up. Please, please, please sign up for that. Because we need to know how many people are going to be there. We need to know how to set up the classroom so that it's comfortable for everybody. So those classes are going on. We are doing a Bernina, another Bernina mastery class on embroidery that is going to be on the 25th. There's going to be a black bobbin mastery class that I will be teaching on the 26th. Then there is going to be your another let's see, Master Your Feet #2. And these are all the week of the 24th. Then there's going to be the little something jacket. A lot of you have asked me, when are we doing the little something jacket again? This is going to be on the 28th. The 28th we will do that. And that's going to be basically kind of like an all-day class. It starts at 10:30. Then on the 29th, Saturday, I'm going to be doing our knit top class again, but this one is going to be a strictly serger version. So serger, and then we will talk about finishing techniques in this class. And again, it's an all-day class. So sign up for these, you guys. You guys have all been asking me about classes. We've already got classes scheduled for February, for March, for April. Sign up for these. And oh, by the way, in April, Benita McCall's going to be with us. So we're going to be doing an embroidery event, and it's going to be, I think it's a 2-day event. So I'm going to get you all that information next time we talk. Probably not Saturday, but I'm getting ready to sign the contract with Bernina to bring Benita back. But she's so much fun, and she's so good at embroidery, and you are so going to love this class. So you embroidery lovers, people who've got your embroidery machines, she's going to be covering things like circular designs. This is going to be so cool. So all of you who have been thinking about this, again, that's not going to be until April. So I believe it's I think it's the 1st and 2nd we've got set up for it. So I'm going to get that all together for you. I'll have it on the calendar here by this next week. So keep an eye out for that. We're also going to do a creative quilting event, which we're going to use both our long arms and our sit down quilting machines for that event. And I have to look and see, but I think that's in May. So April and May, get those calendars and make sure you carve out this time. I'm giving you plenty of warning, so no excuses. You got to come to these things. You are all asking me for classes and events and wanting to learn new things on your Bernina sewing machines. I'm trying to offer you what you want. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about a few other things here before I finish up today. I'm going to tell you right now, I just got news from Bernina that for the next few months, they will not be producing several of their machines because they're having chip problems. Now, we've all heard about this in the news. This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. But what Bernina has decided to do is to make sure that they could take care of their folks who wanted 7 series machines and actually even 570 and 590 machines. They wanted to make sure those people are all taken care of. They're not going to be producing any of their 4 series or any of the low-end 5 series. So that means 470, well, 435, 475, 480, 500, and 535 will not be manufactured for probably the next 4 months. That means we won't be able to get any new ones in. Right now, I have a really good stock of 570s. I've got a really good stock of 535s. I've got a couple of 475s and a couple of 480s. That's all we've got. We are waiting on an embroidery unit so that the 500 I've got, that I can put it out on the floor. We don't have an embroidery unit for it at the moment. They are hoping I might see that by the beginning of February. If there is a specific machine you are interested in and you are thinking about it, even if you are thinking, okay, I can't do it today, but I was thinking in the next 6 months I wanted to do that. Have you thought about a layaway? We can do layaways for you. I don't charge you anything to do a layaway, but you do have to pay on them regularly. So maybe a layaway is the way you do this. This is all very simple. Trade in those old machines. We've got a lot of stock right now on a lot of things. But some of those lower end machines, it's going to be a little bit harder. Now, this is not affecting my 325s or my 335s. I'm going to have plenty of those. But if you want to get into a machine that's going to cut your thread, if you want to get into a machine that's going to have a bigger computer screen, it's going to have more ability for you to adjust stitches, be able to do combination stitches where you can spell out your name and put like a little label on something. You want to get into a 4 or 5 series. And so if you're thinking about this right now, this is like the best time, the month of January, because I have extra stock. I have a wonderful amount, like the 570s right now. I actually have 6 of them in stock right now. I can totally put you into a 570. It'll have dual feet. You can get it for a discount. You can have all the features you are hoping to have. It's just a wonderful, wonderful machine. Denise, you have a 570, don't you?
I do have a 570 and I love it.
And what is it that you love about the 570?
There's lots of things I love about the 570. The dual feed is certainly one. The embroidery unit that comes with it is a nice size. It's also a nice size to take to classes.
Now, your machine, you had that as an addition. The embroidery machine does not come with a 570 typically.
That's true.
I just want to make sure people know that.
I forgot about that.
Yours was a special deal that it came.
Right.
Not that you can't get a.
You could add one.
You can totally
It
add
will do
one.
it.
But the pricing I've got online right now is all MSRP because I can't legally advertise any special deals.
And we don't want to get in trouble with Bernina.
We love Bernina and they've been good to us.
Yes.
And so we don't, but I've got all these machines right now. I mean, they're everywhere. If Dave takes a look around here right now, we've got machines
we've got
everywhere.
Stacked on top of boxes on top of boxes.
Right. It's totally time.
Homes.
It's totally time for them to have a home.
Yep, I agree.
So but you've got the dual feed.
I love the dual feed. And when I first bought it, you and I talked about getting the walking foot. And you said, just wait, you may not decide you need it. And even as a quilter, I have yet to buy a walking foot.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you're a clothing sewer and you like to work with wools or you like to work with heavier stuff, you probably will want a walking foot. We ran out of walking feet over Christmas, but they are on order, and I just saw an email from Bernina. I should have walking feet within the next day or so.
Oh, yay. Wonderful.
So we've got several of them already spoken for, but we will have some walking feet here. Now, I'm trying to remember, does the BSR come with your 570?
It did with mine.
No, it comes regularly with them. Yeah, no, I just couldn't remember because they're all,
they are a little different.
Well, we've got so many different machines now. Right. Trying to remember every single thing is always difficult. But if you want to see some of these machines in action, you're thinking, okay, maybe I am going to buy that machine. And it doesn't matter to me which one you're looking at. Ask us questions and make sure that they do the things you want them to do.
Right.
Because if it doesn't, then that's kind of disappointing.
Sure. And I think we do a good job of trying to help customers because sometimes they come in and they go, I don't really know what I want. I don't know what I need.
What is important to you?
And that's kind of our job is to help them figure that out.
So the dual feed, what it does is it acts like another set of feed dogs to help feed your fabric through. And it works really good for 2 to 3 layers, especially if you're talking thinner stuff. The reason I was suggesting that if you have clothes or something heavier, the walking foot is better solution for that.
And the walking foot has a bigger surface area, so it holds the fabric a little better.
So that's important to know. you know, one of the reasons why I mentioned the foot class coming up is because this will give people an opportunity. That first one in particular, it's about a lot of the feet you already have.
Cool.
And how do you use them to the best benefit?
Because we don't.
We never do, because we don't really know. And if you've got the big book of feet, or if you don't have the big book of feet,
you need the big book of feet.
Take the class, and you'll get discount on the big book of feet, which is kind of cool.
That's awesome.
And you can have the big book of feet. You can come in, you can learn about those feet in depth. Because even though we talk about the feet in our mastery classes,
sure,
we don't have a ton of time to cover that in the kind of in-depthness that you will get in that mastery class.
No, would you say it's fair to say that's more of an intro to this is how this foot works?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so what you want to do, whenever you buy a sewing machine from us, if you didn't know this, you are going to get lessons with this, and they're free, okay? They come. So right now, for example, if you bought a 570 coming to that Bernina Mastery Black Bobbin class, because the bobbins for the 5 series and the 4 series and the 7 series are all black.
Let's grab one.
So that's kind of cool. So we named that mastery class the Black Bobbin class. And so see, black bobbins. So...
And the jumbo bobbin.
And they're a jumbo bobbin. Yes, they're a jumbo bobbin. So,
which is another thing I love about that 570.
Well, you know what?
You
the
can
four,
sew
the
forever.
4, 5, and 7 series machines have these jumbo bobbins. And did you know that's about the equivalent of a small Coats and Clark's thing of thread?
You can sew forever with that.
It's
kind of
really
amazing.
It's really amazing. So, if you think that, you know, I know all of us are like, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. If you sew clothes and you don't have a serger, I've got sergers right now, and I've got them from price points in the 500 all the way up to our L89, which is quite a bit more than that. But you can end up with the top of the line or something in the middle or something down at the smaller end. Because if you're not sure how much you're going to use a serger, one of the things that's kind of, you know, things to think about is you're not sure you want to put a bunch of money into it. If you want to go ahead and get that serger now, experiment with it, play with it. The 450 or the 460 is going to be a really nice serger to do
Those
that
are
with.
awesome machines.
Wonderful machines to start off with. And then if you really get into it and you start doing knits and you start making clothes, or you want to do a lot of the t-shirt quilts, maybe then going up to something like, or, you know, when I said those 450 and 460, the Bernette 64 is actually
Absolutely.
a great machine.
Yep.
And I've actually been playing with it a little bit more here recently because I'm working on a project that I'm hoping to unveil to everybody pretty soon. But that, I've been using that Bernette 64 air serger.
Yep.
I am shocked at how beautiful the quality of the stitches are, how smooth it is. The only thing, if I were going to, quote, be critical of it, the only criticism I've got for it is it's a bit noisy.
Which sergers typically are
Sergers are noisy. I guess, though, that you know my favorite machine.
Yes, I do.
My L890.
Look at that
That
silly smile.
favorite machine. After you use that, it's so hard to go back. It's just so hard to go back. But some people don't want to spend that much money on that machine.
Yep.
And I mean, you might even have that much money, but you're not sure you want to spend that kind of money. Well, number one, what I'd recommend for anybody is come in. We can show you how all these machines work. We can show you what's going on with them. We love to demo them. They're fun.
Margaret, we had a customer in a couple weeks ago, of course, before Christmas, thinking maybe about a serger. She's mostly a quilter, but she also does some weaving. And she's wanting to use it to finish off what she weaves. And my suggestion was, bring in some of your scraps, let's play with them on the machines, and let's find which one is best for you. So I suspect we will be seeing her very soon.
I love that. You know, the cool thing about that story is that I actually do from time to time just a serger class. And then what I do is anybody with any serger that they have, bring it in and I'll show you how to use it. We limit the class to 4 or 5 people. but they have to bring their manual and they have to bring their serger. And if you guys are interested in that, I can certainly think about offering that again here in the near future, because it gives people an idea of what's possible to do with their sergers.
Absolutely.
And if you are only just finishing edges and you're like, oh, I'm only going to finish edges.
Sure.
I'm only going to finish edges. Mm-hmm. I used to think that too.
It never works out that way.
Anyway, we can at least get them started.
Sure.
And then after you realize that the serger you bought for a couple $100 is not really what you intended on buying, trade it in with me and I'll get you the right one. So it just works.
And that's
that way.
easy. That's easy.
It just works. Now I want to remind everybody, please share our Facebook Live videos. We want your friends to know about us. All of our clearance stuff that's online, all of our clearance stuff is online.
Yay.
It is online.
Wow.
There's over 300 pieces on there right now on clearance. They're patterns, kits, and fabric. So go online, look at what we've got. Everything right now is 30% off.
That's awesome.
And so it's a good deal. And if you want the best selections, you probably ought to buy it now.
Absolutely.
So go online at universityofsewing.com, do some shopping. Guys, there's a lot of beautiful things on there. Number one, I don't buy ugly. And number two, this is really giving, the main reason for this is to give us some room. There's nothing wrong with any of this stuff. It's all beautiful and wonderful things. And I could have just left it on the shelves and we could just go along and sell it as we sell it. But I'm telling you, this is a great time. Get a few things that maybe you've looked at, you've kind of wondered about. There's clothing fabric, there's quilting fabric, there is canvases, there is some beautiful wools.
You know what, Margaret? I share a lot of things online about people organizing their sewing room this month, which is great. So they're cleaning out too. They're making room. And so they're going to need something to put in that new organized space, and we can help them with that.
And some of this stuff is very, very inexpensive. So you could even look at some of this, like, do I need some mock-up fabric out of something that's actually really closer than muslin?
Right.
I always tell people you can't make a mock-up out of a woven fabric to do a knit garment.
Sure.
So right now we have a few different knits that are extremely inexpensive. They're decent quality, but the prints just weren't exciting to people.
Gotcha.
But they might be the perfect thing for you to make that mock-up out of.
Absolutely.
And so, you know, it is well worth the effort to go through that whole list of if you go onto the website and you click on the menu, it's going to say latest arrivals, and then right below it says on sale. That's where you want to go. Check out that. Guys, we have stuff we just want to get it to a good home and get us some space so that when we start getting, oh my God, we have so many new and wonderful things coming in. Wait till
Christmas
you see.
all over again.
Well, some of it's not going to come until April or May, hopefully.
Oh, right.
But Northcott has come out with some lines that are breathtaking. There's one about some of the most beautiful horse fabric. And I'm not a horse person, and I would have never dreamed of buying a fabric with horses on it, except for this.
Wow.
It's like the most gorgeous artwork you've ever seen. We're going to get some of that. We've got this other line of fabric where there's this hawk or an eagle going through the sky in this beautiful background. That's kind of the center fabric. And then it's got amazing patterns to go with it. You know that line Bliss from Northcott?
Absolutely.
We're going to be getting another whole group of Bliss, and the patterns that go with that. We've already gotten the patterns. I don't know why they didn't send us the fabric, but we've got the patterns, and they are spectacular. And so there's really cool stuff, but we've already got some things here too. I've got so many ideas. So get on there, get some really good deals, because there's some really good deals. We've got some Christmas kits that are needing to. Well, you know, the cool thing about buying a Christmas kit right now, you get it for a great price, and you might actually be able to get done for next Christmas.
Now, there's an interesting thought, right?
So, it's just a thought.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like my sewing room at all.
I'm kind of wondering if we should do a class where what we can do is we have it start in maybe February or March, and it's going to be the class where everybody brings their Christmas projects and we start working on them.
I love that idea. I'm in. Anybody else? I'm in.
So maybe we should just have a day where you sit down and you get to work on it at least once a month, so you have some hope of getting stuff done for Christmas.
And then we can cheer each other on.
Exactly.
Right?
I think that'd be really fun.
I like that idea.
Okay. Well, we just need we need some employees.
Right, please.
Do you know somebody who wants to work here? We need a couple of employees. If you know somebody who wants to work here, we'd love to have you.
We're fun.
We are fun. We have a good time. We have all kinds of crazy things that we do around here. And you can just ask Denise when I say I have an idea.
That's the look I give her. Oh, not again.
Not another
again,
idea. I have all these ideas.
Yes, and they're always fun. Yes.
But I just don't have enough of me to go around to do all my ideas.
No, and I don't think she sleeps. I think she comes up with these during the night.
I might do that. I might do that. You'll have to ask Dave. All right, everybody.
Would you show your balance? Denise talked about organizing your sewing rooms right now and doing other things.
Oh, yes, that's so cute. It turned out we redid the window in the front of the shop.
This fabric is adorable.
And we just got this fabric in, and I'm going to show it off tomorrow to you. But we made this, Kayla made this pretty balance for us because
It's
she put it together in no time flat. It came out so darn cute.
It's adorable.
It
I think it needs a little
really-
piece of lace maybe on the bottom.
You're
not
I'm
lacy.
not a lacy person, so I love it.
It's super
It
cute.
looks really pretty in the window. So
does.
when you look from the outside, we have the Bernina that comes on top, and this hangs right below it, and it just looks super, super cute.
Aw.
Well, everybody, I think we are about at the end of where we need to be. I'm telling you, I don't care which machine you want. You want a Q series, you want a regular sewing machine, you want an embroidery machine, what do you want? We have got some amazing deals. Our 770, not the plus, but our 770, we've got a couple of those left, and I'm making really good deals on them. We've got some of the regular speed embroidery machines. Making good deals, guys. This is the time. If you've been thinking about it, you want a good price. I don't normally do a lot of discounting. That's
true.
not my thing.
That's true.
Discounting is not my thing. What I want to do is add you value. But right now, we have got so much stock. I'm just like, okay, it's time. January's your month. Come in, take a look at what we've got. We've got great prices for you. We've got good deals.
And you take trade-ins.
And I take trade-ins.
Absolutely.
It can't get much better than
That's
that.
right.
But don't forget, go online and buy all the wonderful stuff on sale and get it out of my store.
We need the space.
We
Come
need
get
the
it.
space. So, everybody, we love you. Thank you we got nice Christmas cards from people. We got nice comments. You guys make this all worthwhile, and we're so grateful to have you as part of our people. I got to see one of our customers yesterday, Gloria Grant.
Oh,
She's just such a lovely person. And it was great to see her because it had been almost a year since I've seen her.
wow.
And found out that she's been dealing with some stuff, but she's come out on the other side, and we were talking about how we love our people and how I love having her as part of our group of customers who always end up being friends. And we're so grateful for every one of you. We just
I think
want
it's really
you to
special
know.
when that happens.
Well, I mean, everybody, I don't know, it's really interesting. I've always said to my employees, we have the coolest customers. They're really great and they're really nice. And I'm very, very blessed in that way. All right.
We are.
So we're ready to go. We're here. Come and see us.
We'll load up the trunk for you.
Well, and I know it's 5 degrees right now. Just make sure you warm up the car for a while. So, okay, come and see us, everybody. We will see you tomorrow to show you, oh my God, fabric. Oh my God, fabric. We have oh my God fabric right now. We got a couple of things, groups of fabric that came in between Christmas and now that are just like Oh my God.
I love it.
Come and join us tomorrow and we'll show you some really cool stuff and we'll talk about some more of the classes. Have a great day, everybody.